Welcome back, iCyber golfers. We are here in the simulator today playing our second round of the Forward Auto Putt Tour. We just finished our first round. I feel like we executed our shots to the tee, so I want to see if I can capitalize on that momentum, how loose I feel right now, and see if we can close out this tournament with a really good score. So we're going to get this second round started, and we're certainly going to save the Web Auto Putt Tour for another day. So we're going to start round two. The setup here is stroke play. We are playing from the reds, Sunday pins. So the Saturdays were really difficult. I can imagine what Sunday pins look like. Auto putt fix. So you got the 10, you got the 40, and anything beyond is going to give you 3 putt. Course setup today. I did notice that the fairways were firm last time. Looks like we're going to follow the same thing. So the green firmness is normal. The fairway firmness is firm, meaning if you hit it with some run, it's going to go. Tournament elevation is 56 feet, stimp is 11, and the wind is calm. So that's good. So that's back-to-back days where the wind is not going to be a factor. Let's load this round 2 up and let's just get it done. So really hoping to shoot a good round, finish out this tournament with what potentially could be my lowest score ever. Don't want to jinx myself, but was very happy with that initial play, looking to just capitalize on it and see if we can repeat that same process here. So gonna take our glove here. We have all of our golf balls already and we're ready to go. If the tees are in the same position, what we started off with the last round was we hit a 6-iron and a 9-iron for a bird on the first hole. So might be looking to repeat that same play with a 6-iron and then a 9-iron. It really just depends on how we play this course. The one thing I did differently here was I did not just immediately go 3-wood, 3-wood, and then leave myself that weird 60-yard chip in, 40-yard chip in, just that number I can't hit. I ended up being more strategic and playing that 100-yard to 112-yard shot in, which I have a little more control with the approach wedge, with the sand wedge, and with the pitching wedge from those distances. So that's my philosophy. I attacked the round like that, and it seemed to be the formula for at least shooting a reasonable round last time. My chipping was also pretty decent. I missed 1 or 2 opportunities where I was only 6 yards away and it just didn't make it the distance I needed to. So I'm not going to make that mistake today on this round. I'm going to either run it to the hole or just pass the hole, but I'm not going to leave it short. There might be some opportunities where I pull the putter out if I'm close enough, but too close for a chip. I might pull the putter out as a play if I'm off the green. So a couple of things here I'm looking to do. Let's get this second round started and let's see if we can finish strong. So just a 3-mile-an-hour wind in our face. We're going to try to take that same line that we started off with on the last tournament. So placing it out here in the 170-ish territory, right down the center. 6-iron right off the tee box to get this second round started. See if we can ride that momentum that we just finished up with. The 6-iron was working really well in the last round, so let's go. See if it's still there. A little fat, but again, the line will be okay. It's going to come back around. We're going to have a little bit of distance to work with, but we're in the center. So we're at about that 160 range, about 10 yards out. 157 is what we have left. So we're going to play a 7-iron, I believe, into the pin from here, just because of, let's see what the 140 looks like. My 8-iron was playing really well. 140 is going to be maybe just too short. 157, 156. So we're going to play the 7-iron into this pin and see if we can actually get it up there in that 2-putt territory right off the bat. This is going to tell me a lot about how the round's going to go, though, with the 7-iron. So looking to just get it up there and hopefully be in a position where we're scoring on this hole right off the bat. Play it slightly to the left. This shot sometimes does tend to fade, so I'm going to try to account for that here with this shot. 7-iron. Solid. I did pull it across my body though, so we're already going to be chipping. We had the right distance. That was actually a little more than I anticipated. So now we're coming back across 31 yards right off the bat, trying to save par. Did have these shots in my last game, so I was able to capitalize. Just want to make sure we get it up there, at least into the 2-putt at worst. But would be nice to get in that 1-putt territory to keep the round solid. Here we go. We're in the rough, so we do got to put a little bit of meat on it. Put my weight on my front foot and push all the way through. Happy with that. See if we got it there. Pulled it across more than I wanted. We're in 2-putt territory. We're going to unfortunately start this round off with a bogey. That is because we didn't drive it as far down there, our first go at it, and then we really had to work that second shot. So didn't make great contact with the 7-iron, pulled it across my body. A couple of things there, but anyway, let's see if we can straighten this back up. I think we're going to go with the same approach. This is a par 5. Par 5. I believe we played the 7-iron. I mean the 6-iron to this position. It's a par 5, and then we played, I think, something short of that. So we're going to stick with the 6-iron here. That's going to be the play. Trying to get it right there underneath that bunker. Then we'll strategize on what to do next. But it's all about position here with this course. That's what I've learned on the last round. So we want to be in good positions here. 6-iron, let's go. Solid contact. There's the cut. It's going to go back to the center of the fairway. We're going to be underneath the bunker and at that 160-ish mark. So not making straight contact, but that's not impacting us just yet. So as long as we can keep it in the fairway, then we can get good readings off of our shots. Make good shots, rather. Okay, let's go. Probably going to get strategic here and go with the 9-iron just to get it somewhere in the center. Then we're going to go in with an approach wedge. So this is the strategy we used last time. Let's see if it still holds true. So if we can fly this 124 to 130, that'll be good. 9-iron. Hit a little chunky, but should be okay. It's coming back. Yeah, there's our 124-ish, 130-ish. That's going to leave us about 100-ish into the pin. 112, that's a good distance. Is it up 4? Looks like it might be. Yeah, so that's 116. Might be taking an approach wedge. Just depends on what it looks like from here. We don't want to be short. We certainly want to walk away with par and prevent any of the drama from unfolding. So 109. I think we go ahead and take a pitching wedge at this, just because of the. Let's take a pitching wedge right on this line, and let's see if that's the right call. I really hope it is, so that we can maintain our scoring. So this is 112. That's what this distance is from here. So let's take this pitching wedge and see if we can get it up there. Solid contact on a great line. Let's see if that's the one. That's a good shot. I'm glad we took the pitching wedge. Just out of the birdie territory, but that was the right call. So that's going to give us a par. More importantly, we learned something about our shot today, which is the pitching wedge is the one we're going to need to go that 103 yardage. We were in the fairway, so that was not a factor. 87 yards down 2. This is probably that 90-yard distance that we were talking about earlier. So the last time we played a sand wedge this direction, we're going to play a sand wedge again. That direction, we're going to try to pull it across our body and line it up right there on the flag. So sand wedge it is. Aiming out to the right, looking to pull this across my body back towards the flag. Sand wedge. We got it. So we got the shot we wanted. On line, going back towards the pin. Sit down. Again, happy with that. That's going to leave us par. More importantly, we're not losing a shot. So these first 3 holes for me were scoring opportunities. That was a scoring opportunity in my opinion. I just hit a little bit hard, but I'd rather be on the green than not. So this is going to be, I believe, another one of those 6 irons, and then an approach wedge. So focus on making contact with the 6 iron first, then the approach. We can deal with a little bit of fade, but we don't want to fade into the bunker. So really execute this shot on a good line. 6 iron. We got it. That's a great shot. I didn't believe it ran out that much. We should be okay. It's going to hit that little ramp, go back towards the center of the fairway. That's good. That's good. More importantly, did it leave us our 116? Yes, it did. So we know that's pitching wedge now. So we can take the pitching wedge at it with a little more, I guess, comfort, knowing that we just hit this shot. And we got to make sure we get all of it, but we just hit this shot. So let's do that. We're going to aim a little bit more towards the right on this one. Let's just see what the front looks like. So that bunker's at 112. Yeah, 118 is a bit much. Yeah, I think we aim on this line. Try to get that draw coming back towards the pin, and then let it run down. That's the goal. Pitching wedge, nice clean contact with the pitching wedge, which we want. I'm going to aim out to the right though still, and then try to pull it back to the flag. Pitching wedge. Got it. See if we got it there. We're going to be in the sand. I think I topped it. So that's my fault for not catching it pure. That's really the only issue there. I just topped it. So that means I caught it higher than I wanted to. This is a makeable shot. Just concentrate on contact, but this is a makeable shot. Just got to get it out of the sand and let it run down. Put my weight on my front foot and just work on the basics there. Simple swing. See if we got it. Same issue we had last time. We ran through it because it's downhill, but more importantly, we did not get hung up. I can live with the bogey there because, again, didn't really make it onto the green just because I did not execute the shot properly before, but it was the right club. So not going to be too angry at that. All right, now we're set up for a 9 iron into this green here. So this is perfect 9 iron territory. Just need to execute on that line. And let's get this 9 iron on the green, and let's walk away with a par and move on. These holes are placed in good positions here today. Just got to keep it out of the water. So 9 iron, let's go. I hit it fat. And that's going to come back and bite me, because that's going to 3-putt me and give me a bogey. So that is the result of not hitting the ball clean. That's an unforced error. Should not have made that shot. We should have been on the green beyond it. We should have never been that far under it. But that's because I hit the shot fat. Okay. Not too bad. Let's just see if we can salvage this round. Keep the positive momentum going. So this one we are going to need to take a 3-wood at it to try to bring it into play. 220-ish. Yeah, so that's going to be the play right there. 3-wood. Really want to make good contact with this and get it out there. That's the goal. So 3-wood. Oh, I came around that. Let's see if I cut it. It's going to cut slightly. Hit the tree. Which way is it going to go? Cart path. I'm not out of bounds, I don't think, but it is pretty tricky. What that's going to have me do, though, unfortunately, because of my lie, is I'm actually going to have to play this direction. So I'm going to have to play it still on this line and really, really be cautious. I don't think I have a play this way because of the trees. It's a par 5. Yeah, I don't think I actually have a play because of the trees on this one. So we're certainly going to have to go around it. It's a risky move, but we're going to take it right here between these trees with the 3-wood, try to bring it back across. This could be a bad shot. This could be a bad shot. This could be a phenomenal shot, but it's the only shot I have right now. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hit this 3-wood, and we're really going to bank on it fading back to the fairway. And this could potentially be one of the most phenomenal shots I hit. I have some room here, so that's not going to be the issue. I just need to make the contact. So let's go 3-wood. You could see there on the left-hand side, somebody's swimming pool. All right, let's go. I'm really nervous about this shot, but I got to make it. We got to make this shot. Got it, but let's see where it's going to end up. There's the cut. Is it going to come back, though? That's the question. I got the kick. I might be safe. I am. Whew. I'm literally just in bounds. If I would have been on the other side where that yard starts, I would have been out of bounds. So now we have 150 down 6. That's like 144. That's 8. I still think we take a 7, just given this lie. So we're gonna take a 7, and we're gonna try to get it up there. This would be a phenomenal save under the circumstances. So let's just see what we have here. We have a 7-iron that we're gonna be playing out of here. Man, we might be playing a 6 though, really, to be safe. It's gonna come out right. I'm gonna take a 6-iron just because of the lie. So I'm gonna take a 6 and see if we can make good contact with the 6 and get it up on the green or just beyond. We just don't want to be short. We don't want to be in that weird territory where it's not going to give us the it's going to give us a 3-putt. So taking a 6-iron, and we're going to try to drive it up there from here out of the rough. Caught it a little bit thin, and it's going to spin off. Where's that going to put us? It's going to put us in the bunker. Hop over. Oh, look at that. Hopped over and out. So now I'm chipping from there for the save. 28 yards. Okay. This is going to come out. This is going to come out to the right. To the left. All right, this is what we want. 28 yards out of this rough. It's going to come out left. We just got to get it in the air, get it down there. So let's go. That's a great strike. Let's see if we got it there. I think we did. We did. That's a great save considering the situation we were in. Okay, we're just at +3. All hope is not lost. But the one thing that I am a little bit leery of is I have not made really good flush contact with the 3-wood. So that's kind of in my mind right now. I think we can go 176 here. 160-ish left. Yeah, I think we can play the 6-iron. And then we can play something else in it. 7-iron, that's too risky to play a wood. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to play a 6-iron, and then we'll see what's left. All right, just focus on contact, and let's get it over here in play. 6-iron. Is this cracked? This ball is not cracked yet. Okay. 6-iron. Really want flush contact here. Haven't had really good contact in a minute. I caught that chunky too. No, that's going to be out of bounds. Unless I get a kick, which I did, which I think just saved me. Look, again, if I'd landed in the yard, that would have been bad. So now we're back here. This is not going according to plan. We are really struggling to keep it in the fairway. We did not have this issue last time, but it's because we are not hitting the 6-iron flush. And if we're not hitting this flush, then it really does mess the rest of our round up. Let's focus on what we can, which is the shot that's in front of us. 186. Oh, this is going to be a bold move right here, guys. Could go either way, but this is going to be that hybrid that I told you guys I have in my bag. It's going to fade out to the right, just because that's what this shot does. But if there's ever an opportune time to play it, this is the opportune time. So let's go. We're playing this 2 hybrid out of the rough, trying to get it up there on the green or near it. Solid contact. There's the cut I told you guys about. But that gives me a chance now from that distance to chip up. So that might work in our favor. 17 yards. It looks like it funnels. That shot looks like it funnels from both sides of where I ended up. So this might be the most ideal spot to be in. Just want to drive it straight on that line into that circle. Let's go. 17 yards. This would be a great save. Again, we're just scrounging here if we save this one. 17 yards. I feel like we got it. We got it, guys. That's a great chip. And that's a save for par. Okay. We cannot play the rest of the round like that. I'll tell you that. Or it's going to come back on us and we're going to end up shooting a really high number. 217. Going to need our arsenal to start working. I believe we have the chance here. No, we're not going to get silly. Strategic. That's the goal here. I mean, this is a drivable one. Should we take a chance at it? What do you guys think? I wish I could have you guys live so you can just say, yes, go for it or don't go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to see if we can drive this. This might work against me, but I'm going to just go for it. Hopefully the worst case is I land on the green. It 3-putts me for par. Best case, I could roll it up there and it could land in the gimme circle and give me an eagle. Contact is the key here. 3-wood. We got it, at least in terms of the contact. There's the cut. It's coming back. This might work out in our favor. We get a nice little kick. Okay, now we're chipping 45 yards. The good news here is we can get into the 2-putt territory and we'll be okay. This is just like we're making an approach. So from the rough, oh, this is going to be tricky, but we want this approach wedge and we want that 50-yard shot. We want that 50-50 shot from here. We just want it to be clean. That's the problem. We need this shot to be clean with the approach wedge. This is doable. We just got to make the shot. All right, approach wedge, 50-yard shot's what we're looking for. Let's go. Make the contact. Come on. Let's see if we got it. Just sit there and we're good. That's par. Don't roll out. Don't roll out. Don't roll out. Did it stay on? That's the key. It did. So it gave us a par. Okay. Whew. So that did not backfire on us. It did make me nervous, but it did not backfire on us. So we're good so far. Might have to do the strategic thing here. This is a par 4. Yeah. I'm going to have to do the 160, 170-ish approach. Maybe 2 6-irons is the call here. Because I'll tell you what's not the call. It might be, though. No. It might actually be the right call here in this situation. Is aim right here at this little lip. And then that leaves us the 100 yards in. So taking a bit of a gamble here, just under the circumstances. But if we have an opportunity and this hole fits our shape shot, our shot shape, then let's do it. Taking the 3-wood, looking for a cut to come back and then give us 100 yards in to possibly score with. Came around it. Did I get enough cut? I think I did. Just barely. Okay, so that's not going to work against us. It's just as good as taking a 6-iron and putting us in the same position. So nothing lost there. We're good. We didn't mess up too bad, even though we didn't make that shot that we wanted. Okay, now we have an opportunity here. What's the front look like? 150. 160 is going to be a 6-iron. Yeah, it's a 6-iron on this line, to be honest with you. And if we run through the green, we run through the green. But that's the line. So we're going to take that line. We're going to try to play a draw into it. but we're going to get there. We're going to make pure contact. I can feel it. Let's go 6 iron. And we got it. We got it. I want you to run through. This is the one time I wanted you to run through. So now I can chip it from there to potentially save par. Okay. Third shot. It's doable. This is a range that we can hit. 17 yards. Again, we want to get the ball there. We don't want to leave it short. So I can actually chip it slightly out to the left, to the right, and just get it there. 17 yards. Put my weight on my front foot and follow through. Felt like that's it. Let's see if we got it there. We did. We put spin on it and we stopped it in the gimme circle. So that's a good par. Okay. We finished the front 9 at just +3. So this is pretty good so far. Let's see what's in store for us on the back 9. I remember it being very exciting. I can tell you that. 160. Yeah, same thing. Formula here is 6 iron and then a pitching wedge or an approach wedge in. So let's just line it up and let's just hit it and let's just get it there. 6 iron. That's the shot. That's going to get us there. Did we hit too much draw? No, sit, 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 sit. Okay, good. Whew. 117. The important part here is how we're actually, the ball is positioned. So it's slightly above our feet. We're certainly in the rough. We're down. So that means it's going to draw on us naturally. But out of this lie, 117 plus 10 is 127. We need to hit more than that though. So we might be hitting a 8 iron out of here. Yeah, we might be hitting an 8 iron out of here to get us that 130, 140. Even potentially we could hit a 7 iron out of here. So we are in the rough. An 8 iron. We're going to go with an 8 iron. I believe an 8 iron's enough to get us there. We just want to make really good contact. It's going to come out with some draw. We just want to make great contact and get it on the green. 8 iron. Solid contact. There's the draw. Actually didn't draw as much as I thought it would. I'm okay. We're beyond it, but we got it where we needed to get it, beyond the bunker. 22 yards. This is not going to be an easy shot by any means, but at least it's doable. So just put your weight forward and drive it through. That's the goal. And let's see if we can land it there. 22 yards down 1. It's going to run slightly away from us. We can make this shot. Let's go. I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. We saved par again. And that's how you play these tournament rounds. You got to save par. That's the only way. Because if you don't make those, then you just may as well keep counting your strokes, because that's what's going to happen. Okay. I think we have the opportunity to play 3 wood here. This direction. And bring it back, and that'll leave us 200, 200. This is a par 5. Let's go for it. Let's look for pure contact with this 3 wood, get us down there, and then make a smart approach to this of the second shot. We're either going to go for it if we're far enough down, or we're going to just do an in-between to give us 100 yards in. So 3 wood. Great contact right there. Good straight shot. Didn't cut too much. So that's going to put us in the rough, but we are down there. I don't know if there's trees in the way coming back. There's not. We're going to hit another 3 wood. Well, let's not. Let's see where we need to end up. So if we end up 120 yards, 130 yards. So we take a 8 iron from here, hit it on that line, and then that should put us in a nice position to play our approach 100 yards in. So we're going to take an 8 iron. And I'm calculating that we're in the rough, so it's not going to go the full 140 yards. I'm thinking this is going to play more like 130 max. Again, I could catch it pure and it goes a little further, but then that just means it's a sand wedge instead of an approach wedge. Okay, really want to get the contact here, get it over those bunkers, and get it out of here. So 8 iron. A little fat, but we should get it up and out. Yeah, it's going to go back towards the fairway. Now we're going to have a good approach at it. There's what I told you, 125, 126. We're in the fairway now with the 100-yard shot in, which we know for us is an approach wedge at this distance. Let's see what the front, and we're in the fairway, so we're not impacted with ball flight or spin. That's 94 yards. That's 100 yards. This is our shot. We hit 105-ish. This is our shot. This is when it's time to score. So we take the approach wedge at it. We line our shot up, and we just execute it. We want this ball to finish right in the center. We aim slightly to the right, and we just pull it across and make this shot. Approach wedge. 100 yards is what we're looking for. 104 would be great. It's going to be out to the right. I felt it. Oh, I got lucky. I must have turned it just enough. Jump out. No, really? Okay, now we're going to have to save this shot. I left it out there. I mean, that could have kicked over either way, and that would have been better. But we're far enough back that I think we can probably clear this lip, hopefully, and then just get it on the green. Get it on the green. Going to have to just maybe take the situation here that it might be a bogey, but let's just try to get it there. So going to take a flop shot, get it over the lip, and try to land it there. So 13 yards. This is doable. We just got to make the shot. I think we did it. Let's see if we got it up. We did. Sit down. What a save out of the sand. Let's keep this round going. +3. It's going well. It's going well. Let's just keep the train on the tracks. Okay, par 3, 140 yards. I think last time we played a 9 iron at this just because of the... Okay, we have a 3-mile-an-hour wind in our face. I'm comfortable playing the 8 iron. Yeah, I'm comfortable playing the 8 iron at this, so that's what we're going to play. 8 iron into this is what we want. Okay, let's go. Nice clean 8 iron. Come on. Right, clean contact. Got it. I like the line and everything. There's the cut. It's going to come back. Are we going to be high enough? I think we are. We're going to be just out, but we can chip from there. 12 yards. So this is doable. We do got to get it there. And it does run from right to left, so might be better to play it slightly this direction just to get it there. 12 yards. Again, just put our foot in the ground, make the shot, and land it in that circle or just underneath it. The grain does run towards us, so that means it's going to stop it. Let's land it in that green. I think I'm happy with that out of the rough. I am. The rollout's good. We saved par again. And the story of this round has just been the saves around the green. Executing those little chips just to get them in the circles. The one out of the bunker, but if I end up keeping this score for the rest of the round, that's going to be the reason why. Is that shot that I made out of the bunker to keep par. Okay, we're not gonna try to be a hero here. Not with this palm tree over there. 60-ish. I'm gonna say let's go with the 6, and that leaves us 150 yards in. If we make it 180, that leaves us a 8 iron. Man, this is a little tricky here. So do we take the 5 at it on this line? I think we do. I think we take the 5 iron on this line and see if we can get it further beyond that bunker. If we can get it beyond that bunker, then we have a chance to make a better approach. The way that that pin is tucked, that's going to be difficult. So really just focusing on contact. I'm going to take a practice swing here just to try to get my bearing straight. Let's go. 5-iron, drive it. I want to clear that palm tree and just bring it back over to the center of the fairway. What a great shot. Look at that, right over the palm tree, hopefully. Yes, just underneath that bunker in the fairway. What a great shot. 177. You want to talk about risky? That was risky. If it would have hit that palm tree, it could have went into that neighborhood and I would have already been hitting 3. Okay, 152. So the question is what angle do we have? Do we want to be in front on this side? This is the 150 territory here on this side, which I'm okay taking a 7-iron down this line. And if I go beyond it, I go beyond it. I'm okay with this right here. That's 154. Is it up? Yeah, so it's up. So that's a 7-iron. We just got to make the shot. We have to make this shot. So let's go. 7-iron into this pin. We made it. Let's see what this cut does. There's the cut coming back. That's going to be a great shot. We cleared it. I'm okay. Didn't realize I got that much on it. Whew. That just unfortunately makes for a really difficult chip to save. So maybe should have went with an 8-iron in that situation, but what are you going to do? We are going to just chip it up 25-ish, 30-ish, and let it run out into that circle. It's down 1 foot, so it's going to run away from us. Okay, let's get it there, guys. Let's see if we can save this. This might be the second save of the game. I feel like that's good contact. It didn't run as much as I thought it was going to run, but happy with the line. Going to end up getting a bogey +4. Happy with that 7-iron though. That was a really good 7-iron. Gonna remember that though. Okay. Let's see if there's a birdie out here for us somewhere. Might be. 212. It's par 5. Yeah, this might be the play right here. 3 wood, bring it back. And then we have some flexibility on approaching this and attacking it. So 3 wood. Solid contact. That's great. Just clear the bunker. It's all we want to do. We did. We got the kick. And now we're in line. We might, oh, there's water over there. Didn't even realize that. I don't think I worried about that last time. Wow. Are we playing a different hole or something? That's crazy. Going to take the 7, 6. Definitely not going to go that route. Okay, let's see what's here. 140. Yeah, so I'm going to say 8-iron. 8-iron there, and then maybe an approach wedge back. That's the play right there. 8-iron, and then an approach, or maybe a pitching wedge, depending on how good or bad this 8-iron is. Okay, what do we have here? That's what we want. Simple contact. Keep it in the fairway. Just like that. That was flush. That's a great shot shape. We're going to hit that little target that I put out there. Dead center. That's great. 108. Up 4, 112. That is, I believe, a pitching wedge. Let's see what the front looks like. We don't want to fly this. The front is 100 yards even. What is that? Yeah, 100 yards. Man, I think we take the approach wedge at it. I think we take the approach wedge, guys. That's my Mr. Automatic club. I think we go ahead and just go for it with the approach wedge. We know if we can make that flush contact on that line, that's going to be all we need. So that's what we're going to do. Approach wedge it is. Am I good on the line? I think I am. In case I leave it open just a little bit. So yeah, let's do that. Approach wedge right at this pin. Looks like it's on a tiered green. So we do want to get it up there. But I think we can. Just got to make contact. Looking for the draw to get all the distance out of it. We want to finish right dead center up here with this shot. Approach wedge. It's going to be on the line. That's it right there. Right at the pin. Yes. Oh, you could have just bled over a little, gave me a birdie. But that was the right club. Okay, we are going into the 15th hole. We had birdie chances, I'll tell you that. We had birdie chances today. There's a little ram going across the little par 15th, par 3, 80 yards. We said last time that this was sand wedge. This is wild though, because this is actually, yeah, it's going to be a sand wedge. We're going to aim it on this line, and we're going to play a sand wedge. This is normally a 90-yard club, but I think if we catch it clean and we play our draw, it's going to be fine. So sand wedge. Hit a little fat. That might help it. That might help it some. It did. It slowed it down, and it gave us a par. So not catching all of that really helped us, because that was my 90-yard club, so that probably knocked that 10 yards off that I needed, which is good. 250 yards? Yeah, try again. This is a tricky one here. I think we play the 3-wood out this direction. Nope, because let's look at what's left. Let's play smart, right? Remember, guys? Play smart. So that's an 8-iron and then a approach wedge. That's what we're going to do. An 8-iron, then an approach wedge. And this is where I think I'm starting to learn a little more about tournament play. Not about bombing it every time. It's about your second shot. What did you leave yourself into the green? So 149 yards. That's an 8-iron if we catch it flush all the way or just short. Solid right there. There's our shot shape on that line, right at that target. There it is. 134. What does that leave us? 114 up. This is going to be pitching wedge, because I don't think I can fly it. 106. 106. Yeah, we need pitching wedge in this instance. Somewhere out here. That's what we want. Pitching wedge in this instance. And this is just trying to make those adjustments, knowing how my clubs are acting. If we fly beyond, that would be okay. If we flew off, then we can chip back. But more importantly, we just want to make the contact. We want to clear that water at a minimum, and then we want to see where we end up. So pitching wedge, it is. It's great contact. It's going to be out to the right. I felt it, but I think that's more of a safety thing than anything. Yeah. Look at that kick off the hill. Are you kidding me? That's going to be a par. I'll take that. So I'd say we played that one really well then. Okay, 93 yards. Is it up any? 2? Yeah, it's up 2. Unfortunately, I think my approach wedge is a 105-yard club. I believe our sand wedge is the 90-yard club, which is what we're going to play here. We do want to just turn it if we can. There is some rocks over there, so we could probably use that to bounce if we had to. That's the play right there, 90 yards. This is going to be a little tricky, but we just want to make the shot. So let's make the shot. and we'll be fine. They have this one tucked, man. So let's keep it out to the right and bring it back. Sand wedge, 90 yards. Be the one. That's it. That's the line. Right at the pin. Okay, I'm happy with that. You can roll forward and sit there. That's a par. And now we have the par 5 18th. Which what I'm thinking, that's exactly what I thought. This is not the same course we played the first day. I'm guessing because I feel like there was an island green somewhere that we didn't play. So just curious. Palmer's course. We might have played 2 separate ones. I didn't even pay attention. I know this is the 18th though, so the last time we played this line, tried to bring it back. I'm going to play this line again. Yeah, we're playing that line right there, at least for our initial drive, and then we're going to see where we are after this. That pin is really tucked, so we're not going for that. There's no way. But let's just play this initial drive on the 18th. Solid contact. We did the cut. And we're in the bunker. Are you kidding me? It's honestly okay, because we're not going for this anyway, so we're just going to punch it out. We're far enough back that the lip is not going to be an issue. We might be in hybrid territory, given how the hybrid comes out of here. Let's just see what we have here. I think we just take the hybrid at it, and we let that hybrid do its thing and come back to the center. So that's the call. That's what we're doing. Taking the 2 hybrid, looking for just a smash out of here, bring it back to the fairway, and then let's go. Take an approach at it. Hybrid. Solid. Let's see where it ends up. Okay, there's the cut. That's a great line. I mean, I'm happy with that out of the bunker. Now we might be in a position. 74 yards. Should have paid attention to that. That's okay. From here, it's actually going to be a lob wedge, to be honest with you. Lob wedge is our 77-yard club, and we're going to play the lob wedge. I'm going to go ahead and position this where I want it for our final shot of the round. We're going to aim it out this direction, and we're going to play our 77-yard shot here. Cross our body, and we're going to bring this into the green, hopefully in that gimme circle. More importantly, as long as we're in the 2-putt, we parred it, and we're good. So we are intentionally playing the draw into this on that line to try to bring it over towards the pin. Let's go. Lob wedge. We got it. We got the shot we wanted on the line we wanted at the distance we wanted. So we're going to finish this tournament. This is my lowest tournament ever. I believe we shot a +3 on the first round, I think. And I think we shot a +4 for a total of +7. I'll go back and double check it, but I think that's what we finished with, guys. This may be my best tournament ever. So thank you all for watching. I made some strategic decisions on the course to hit further back so that I had a better iron going into the green, which paid off. And my approach wedge was doing its job. My pitching wedge did its job. The 9-iron was working. And lastly, right here, the lob wedge, which is usually iffy, I hit my distance. You see that carry? 77 yards. I said that's my 77-yard club. I just hit it 77 yards. So I'm on top of the world right now. That was a great tournament. Thank you guys for watching. I'll play the web auto putt. Hopefully it'll go as good as this one. Can't promise you anything, but thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.